Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I believe this video will be the part 3 video for my portable mist spray fan. Okay, in my previous video I've already shown you how I've done the detailing of the rear casing. Before I proceed in this video, I have already made some correction adjustment since the thickness. I found out that the thickness of the fan grill of the rear casing is too thin. Since in my previous video I make the thickness is 1 millimeter, so I have already done adjustment. I make the, if you look the sketch, I already adjust the offsetted 1 millimeter on both sides, so it means that the total thickness of the fan grill is 2 millimeter. Because I found out is the thickness is 1 millimeter is too thin. And also I've done, if you look here, the last thing to do, I already done filleting all the edges. This one is 0.75 millimeter, and this fillet radius for the bottom one here is 1 millimeter. Right, so I have this curve of all the edges here. Alright, so in this video, I will do the continuation. If you look in this photo, we have, let me go back for this view. Okay, let me show you. So this is the rear casing. The rear casing, we have this thing, we have a protruded hollow cylinder. So we have a hollow cylinder where we will mount the DC motor. Alright, actually I've done the DC motor modeling of the DC motor. So this is my DC motor. I've done modeling based on the exact size of my portable fan. Okay, now in this video I will show you how I will do the casing on this rear casing where we will mount the motor. Alright, so here I will do a sketch. Since the diameter is 25 here at this plane. Okay, diameter is 25. So I will extrude for, okay, before I extrude I will do a shell. I will do offset of 0.75 thickness, since we have a thickness here of 0.75. I select this one, make sure it's not going outside. I go for reverse. So this will be the profile for me to do extrude by a distance of 8 millimeter. Right, so I have this thing where I will, for this where we will mount the DC motor on into this location. Right. Okay, another thing about if you look, let me show you another view of the rear casing. Hold on. Okay, actually we have a cutout here, kind of like if you look here, we have a cutout. Later I will show you the cutout. But the first thing I need to show you how we will make this thing. We have this one, we have kind of like a space here where there will be a pathway for the cable to pass through, connected to the motor, and there will be cable where there is kind of like a channel for the cable to pass through. Alright, so to do this thing, if you look carefully, there's another photo. Let me show you. Okay, this thing, we need to make this thing, right? So we have kind of a tunnel, and also we have kind of a cap, a thin cap that will enclose this tunnel, right? Okay, to do this in SolidWorks, okay, let me show you in SolidWorks how I will do this, right? Alright, in order for me to do this, if you look this photo, okay, this is another photo I show you. Since this photo is I already removed the thin cap here that encasing this tunnel for the cable. So if you look here, we have let me show you again. So let me zoom. We kind of like have a thin wall here. The thickness I will go for 0.5. So we have a thin wall, and if you look, the thin wall is kind of like higher than this surface. It's about 3 millimeter. So in order for me to create this tunnel or this channel, okay, if you just watch my video how I will do this, Okay, there's a lot of ways. I found out the accurate way to do this is I need to create kind of like split uh, this portion where I will create a tunnel for the cable. Right, my first move is that I will create a sketch. I will create a sketch at here at this surface. So it means I start at that surface. I will trace the outline of this edge, this portion. So let me go to perpendicular view of my sketch plane. I'm not in sketch mode on this plane, so what I will do, I will select this edge. I will select this edge and also this circular edge and also the most outer circular edge. So I will convert to entities. So I have this trace curve there. Okay, here this one I will drag up until touch coincide to the circular edge, and also here, and this one I will drag it until it coincide with the edge, and this one as well. Right, okay, now I will do trim. I only need this portion, right? Okay, this shaded area I'm not going to do kind of like extrude or extruded. I just need this curve, so I exit the sketch. So this curve I need where I will do split, so it means this portion will be splitted by this curve. Alright, so this rear casing will be splitted by this curve, so I have the portion that I want. Okay, what I will do here, I will do insert features, I will do split. Okay, the curve is already selected. Then I will click at cut bodies. I select both, but I do not check at consume cut. I uncheck consume cut. It means I just want them to be splitted. So it means now I have two bodies. Okay, if I exit isolate, right, if you look at the back, this rear casing is already splitted, so it become like this because I already splitted by this curve. And the one that I need to focus on doing the tunnel is this part. So this one is already separate object, so I have this portion. This is the things that I want to do the tunnel for the cable. Okay, just watch my video. The idea of me, if I have this portion, now I can trace the outline where I can do a full revolve, since as I mentioned the thickness is 3. This is 3 millimeter thickness. This is thicker than the rest of the surface here, since at the rest of the surface we don't have a thick wall, just a plain surface. So this surface, all this rest surface is a little bit lower, but the tunnel is a little bit higher. So what I want to do is I will revolve it, since the shape of this rear casing is a full revolution, circular revolution. So what I will do, I will trace the outline with a thicker cross section by 3 millimeter. So the idea of me to do this is by using intersection curve. Intersection curve. Okay, if you look carefully, intersection curve means, okay, let me drag this way. Okay, intersection curve means, I'm not only in sketch mode. Intersection curve means under the tools here we have a sketch tool, and it is called intersection curve. Intersection curve means I will select these back faces, also the back faces and the bottom face. Whatever face that I selected, I also select the plane which is the right plane, since the right plane is laying in the middle. Okay, the right plane, whatever surface that I already selected, these 3 surfaces, and the right plane, whatever right plane cutting at that surface, it will create the intersection curve. Okay, if I click OK, as you can see here, we have a trace outline. So this is the intersection curve based on the bottom surface and the other 2 back surface, and intersect with the right plane. So this is what we have. So let me click OK first. Now I have, if you look here in the feature manager, the last one, I have a 3D sketch. 3D sketch means this is not on 2D plane. I need it to be on 2D plane. So I will exit the sketch. For me to trace this outline in 2D plane, I need to create another sketch on the right plane, since the right plane is in the middle. So the right plane, I create a sketch. So now if I scroll here down here, so I select the 3D sketch that I've just created, is already highlighted, but now I'm under sketch 45. I'm on sketch on the right plate. So it means that I already select the 3D sketch, then I convert to entities. It means it traces the outline of my 3D sketch that I've done by intersection curve. So this 3D sketch, I can off it. So what I need is just trace of that 3D sketch in right plane, right, in the new right plane. So this is a sketch that I need. So I go to the perpendicular view. So what I will do here, okay, as you can see, I will offset this line. Okay, I will do offset. Okay, I will make it, since this thickness is 2 millimeter, I want to add another 3 millimeter to this side. So I will go for 5 millimeter. And another thing, I must select, chain must be selected. If I select these edges, as you can see, another thing is why is it jointed, because I already clicked at cap end. If cap end is not checked, so it remain, we have a gap here. Okay, I check the cap ends and make sure it's not arch, it inline. Inline, it means it's jointed the gap by a lines, not by a arch, right? So I have this outline, then I click OK. So this is a outline that I need to make a full revolution by doing revolve, right? But in order for me to do revolve, I need a center line. Since this is the center origin point of my right plane, so I can create a center line here. So I need an axis, make sure that it goes vertical like this. Make sure that is this one is horizontal. It's horizontal, so this will be my axis of revolution. Okay, I already have the cross section. This is my axis of revolution. If I go for features, revolve, by default is full circle. I just remade it as full circle. So I have this temporary of the full revolution of the cross section. But what I need to do now, I need to split this thing by the sketch that I have done earlier. This sketch, the outline of this thing, then I will do a split. So I only have the pie shape, the portion of it, right? So this thing I will do split, insert features, I will do split, then I will select this curve for me to split this object. So I click at cut bodies. So what I will do, I select only portion that I want to delete. So this one, make sure consume cut bodies is on. So what I have is this thing. So this will be my base for me to create the tunnel of the cable, right? The tunnel of the cable. Let me save my file first. So this is the thing. Alright, my next move is that since I already have this base component here for me to create the tunnel. Okay, what I will do next, I will duplicate this thing. There's a reason why. Later I will explain to you. I will clone this base object here. So under insert features, I will do move copy and make sure copy is checked and number is 1. I select this one. So I just simply click OK to make a clone version of this. Okay, I already have 2 versions of this. If you look at the solid body, we have split 9 is the original base one. The body move copy, there is a clone version. Alright, let me exit isolate again. Okay, let me focus on the first one, the split 9, the original base component here. Okay, for this one, I will, as I mentioned to you, if you look in this photo, we have a, hold on. Okay, we have a wall. I will do a wall of maybe about 0.5 thickness, right? 0.5 or maybe 0.75. I go for 0.75 thickness of the wall. In order for me to create the wall, I will do, since I have this base object here, so I will do, hold on. So I will do shell by the thickness of, I will go for 0.75 thickness, and I will select this space, this space, this space, this space, and this space. I already give 0.75, then I click OK. So I have a tunnel shape, right? A tunnel shape for the cable. If I exit isolate, okay, if I exit isolate, if you look here, if I select the rear casing and the shell, I isolate it. As you can see, we have this thing. We have a tunnel for the cable, but this is still two separate objects, it's still not jointed, not merged into one. Later I will do combine to merge this as one body. But before that, I need to kind like, if you look here, I think the tunnel is kind like, I need to cut it a little bit because it's too long. If I exit isolate again, let me show you. Kind like the tunnel is extended, it cut through the parts of this front casing fan grill. So I need to make it the tunnel a little bit shorter. Alright, so I will isolate the tunnel. So this not this one, my mistake is not this object. The tunnel, which is the tunnel is the shell here, I will isolate. Alright, I will cut it. Okay, I will cut this, make it shorter. So in order for me to do that, I have a plane here. I have a flat plane here. So I will already select the face. So this one I will convert to entities. So I have a trace outline there. So I will do features. I will do extruded cut. The direction is this direction. I will go about, okay, let me try error. I think it's about 10 millimeter. Let me go for 10. I have to check how far is the distance. If I go for 10, or maybe I can go for 8 millimeters. So I make it shorter. So I have this thing, and if I exit my isolate, and if I this one and the rear casing, if I isolate it, so I have kind like shorter tunnel. If I exit isolate, just need to check, but this one I off for a while, this base object. So I have a tunnel, and this one, if you look, we have some space where the cable will pass through this, and it will flow, the cable will be flow inside of this hollow shape of the handle. So where we have some component there, so the cable will be jointed to the battery unit. Alright, so this is a thing that I want to show you how I will create the tunnel. Okay, another thing is that, okay, as mentioned to you just now, I just off one of the copied version of the tunnel. Alright, I on back this one. So alright, about this object, I will isolate. Okay, let me go for this object and also the tunnel. I isolate it. So I have, okay, this one I have a duplicate version merged together with the tunnel. So what I need to do, this duplicated version, this one I will do, I will create a what we call it, a cap that will enclose the tunnel. Since the tunnel is still, I don't have the cap. So this clone version, I will do this as a base for me to create the enclosed cap to close the tunnel. Right, okay, let me exit isolate again. For me to do that is I select the base component just now, the clone version of the tunnel just now. Okay, this one, for me to create the cap, so I will select this space, and this space. So I will right click area, selection tool, I will do invert selection, so that all the invert selection of that face, I need to delete it. This surface, I will delete that face, and then I click OK. So I have a thin jointed three surfaces. So this three surface, I will do what we call it thicken. Since I'm now playing with surface, I will do thicken. Here we have, I'm now in surface tab, I can go for thicken. Thicken means I want to add little bit this direction of thickness. If I go for about, it's not too much, it's not, one is, I think it's too big, I think it's about, I go for 0.75, it kind of like thin. So if I select this space, so it go to this direction that I want. If you go for the third option, it go to that direction, but I want it to be in this direction because I want to create it as a cap for the tunnel. So we already have the preview there, so I make it 0.75, then I click OK. Now I have a cap. Okay, if I isolate, as you can see now, we have kind of a cap for the tunnel. Okay, if I select the cap and the tunnel, so okay, this is the thing. All right, we have a cap, but the cap I think is kind like too long. I need to cut it a little bit for the cap. if you look at this photo, I need to show you. We have this is without the cap. I already removed it. So this is with a cap, but the cap we have kind of a shoulder here. So I have to create the shoulder, right, to add another more. But if you, as you can see here, let me scroll back to this image. So we have a cap. Actually, when we remove the cap, so we have holes here, and we have actually the cap we have two pin that will be mounted onto this wall. Later in the maybe in my another video, not this video. So this video I will just do it up until the cap. I will show the continuation. I will do more detailing for this for these pictures, right? So for this video, I just need to show you the tunnel of this. So this one is too long. If I exit isolate, the cap is too long. I need to make it shorter because it's kind of like already extended. It cut through the features of the front casing. I need to make it a little bit shorter. Alright, to make it shorter, so I will isolate this cap. Okay, since I have a flat plane here, so I can create a sketch at that plane, and okay, I can convert to entirety, so it will trace the outline. And now I will do extruded cut by the distance of 3 mm to that side. So now the cap is a little bit shorter. If I exit isolate, right, as you can see, it's shorter. Right, if I go for section right view, as you can see here, we have this thing, and now the cap is a little bit shorter, right? Okay, another thing that I found out is, hold on, I think it's kind of like I think the height of this, remember earlier I made this height of this wall is 3 mm from this surface. I think it's too much, too high. I think I will edit it to make it little bit lower, not 3 mm, since I make an offset profile here is 5 mm. So in order for me to do that, if you look here up until where I've done the revolve here, based on the profile that I make an offset of 5. Okay, if I go for 4, I make it little bit not too high for the wall, so a little bit lower. Okay, now I think everything is okay, and now since it is fully parametric and everything is attached, so now it's much better. It look a little bit lower, right? Alright, another thing, if you look here in the photo, we have a features here, another features. It kind of extended. We have kind of a shoulder extended downward. So I will do that. Okay, for me to do that, I will isolate this cap. Okay, I have a flat plane here. I create a sketch here, and okay, before I do that, let me off this curve. Okay, this one I have a flat plane. I do a sketch here. Okay, I will trace the outline of this one, and hold on my control key. This edge I will convert to entities, and also this outline I convert to entities, and this one I can drag it a little bit longer. I can drag it a little bit longer. Right, so this line I will offset by, if I go for 4 mm, so this line, it goes to that side. Make sure that don't check a selection, uncheck the selection. This is a basic offset. So it means from here to here is about 4 mm. It's kind of like, if I go for 5, I try to go for 5 mm. Okay, let's go for 5. So I have a offsetted version. Now this one, I can simply drag it like this. Okay, I don't have to make this fully defined because just too quick to show you. It's okay, sometimes your sketch is not fully defined. So let me try. Okay, this one cannot be, hold on. This one I can drag it like this. Okay, this one. Right, so I have this thing. Okay, I can, I don't want to trim it, just to quick show you. I just can do extrude, select region, extrude, I'm not using, if you look at the contours, I will use these contours. Okay, why it goes like this? Because the thin feature is on, so uncheck the thin features. So I go for contours, and directions is not that direction, and it goes to the direction, and the thickness is 0.75. For the thickness 0.75, so it go to that thinner. Alright, and make sure the merge result is on, so it will be merged as one object. So I have the shoulder. If I exit isolate, okay, now it kind of like fill the opening, right? It kind of like enclose the opening. Before this we have opening here. I think this one will be okay if you look, and everything is quite good for the features for the cable, to make way for the cable, right? Okay, let me save my file again. Okay, the last thing to do in this video is that, okay, I still have not jointed this. If you look at the solid bodies, this where is it, the cap, this one, the channel and the rack. Okay, hold on. The channel and the rack casing is still separate bodies. It's still separate bodies. I need to merge this as one. So what I will do, insert features, combine, and add the rack casing and the tunnel. Then I click OK, and now it's already as one body. All right, I have one body. It's already merged. The tunnel and the rack casing is merged into one. Right. If I exit, we have the cap. If I just to show you this right section view again, so we have kind of like this, right? I think this one is okay, a little bit kind of like cut through. Later in my next video I will do some editing to trim it, because this kind like this one is kind of like diverging, because flow to that direction. I can make it a straight segment, but not in this video. So this video only have to show you how I do these features, but this one I can show you some few adjustments I can make. It means that we have kind of like intersect it a bit, right? Alright, that's all for this video, because the video I think is taking too long. I will try to make a short video, but before that, please do not forget to click subscribe and like my channel. I see you in the next video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.